YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I've got another pickups video for you here, but first I wanted to shout out a couple of stores that I think have amazing deals and are amazing people running them as well. So thought I would give you all like the info and stuff like that so you can go check them out. They have YouTube channels as well, so I'll put links to all that down below. Like I'll put links to the stores and their channels in the description box down below. First one is Mcfly's 8-Bit Avenue. This is a fellow YouTuber. I've been watching his channel for quite some time now, commenting. We've had numerous exchanges as far as like conversation goes on our channels kind of thing. And I just really appreciate this guy's sense. He's straight up and honest kind of thing. And I think some of his collection he's unloading or something like that, or I'm not sure all about it, but he has opened up an online store for the stuff that he is getting rid of. And honestly, there's some great quality in there that you can get really at really reasonable prices. You're not going to find this at retail stores probably in your area. I know even with the horrible exchange rate right now for Canadian dollars, I think we're like dropping below like 70 cents on the US dollar kind of here. It's pretty ridiculous trying to find anything online as far as like a good deal goes. Just it's not happening these days. But if you go to Mcfly's 8-Bit Avenue, you'll see prices there that are pretty impressive. Like you're not going to find them even locally, Kijiji wise, if you're a Canadian, that's for sure. And even if you're in the US, they're definitely lower than your normal retail stores. And some really good titles are still left, in stock there. So go check that out. I'll put links down below, like I said. If you don't, you're missing out. Amazing person to deal with. Second channel here, and I've shouted them out before, and I actually keep their advertisement right up behind me all the time in my videos, although sometimes my chair or my shoulder or whatever is blocking it. But that's the RetroGameBros, and I've shouted them out in videos before because I have purchased things off of them at the game shows and stuff like that previously, but I have spoken to them every time I go to those shows, and they're always a pleasure to talk to. I watch their videos on their YouTube channel. They did start up a store very recently, which is, and I just want to make sure I get it right here. It's Unit 111, 2351 Kennedy Road, Toronto. So go check that out if you're in that area. Definitely something that you want to. I haven't been down there because it's a little bit further than I have a chance to travel most weekends and stuff like that. So I haven't been down there quite yet. I do want to go check out their store. I've heard that their prices are more than comparable, or even better than other game stores around there. And these guys really know their stuff. They're a couple gaming brothers, not just in it for the buck kind of thing. I mean, they're gamers just like you and I kind of thing. So when I speak to them, or I've talked to them in the past, amazing bros to deal with, and you guys gotta go check them out. So like I said though, I'll leave the links to their YouTube channel as well. Also go over there, sub to all these guys, go check out their game stores, because if you get an opportunity to, it's going to be in your best interest, especially in the market that we're dealing with these days. And that's one of the reasons why I'm shouting all these guys out. So that's that. Let me get into the pickups here. First thing I wanted to show you is something that I picked up from Value Village. This comes with a little bit of a story because there was another game hunter in there I know, because I see him in there all the time. Basically, it's come down to this, like it's a competition of who's getting there first, and lately I've been getting sort of stuck at work doing this and that kind of thing, so I haven't been able to beat him there in the afternoon kind of thing, but usually that's the case. I'll go in there, and if he's in there, that means everything good is gone. At that point, because he's doing exactly what I'm doing kind of thing, so it's really a big race to try to get in there. I didn't quite beat him on this date, but I did find one item that I wanted to pick up, despite the fact that he already cleared them out of like all the Pokemon and all that stuff for the handhelds that were there. Like he had, I can't remember all of them. It was like silver was there, gold was there, and so on. And he had cleared all those out, and he probably got them for the same price because everything seemed to be priced the same way as this one, but left with this one behind for me, so I really appreciate that. I don't necessarily think, you know, he was interested in this title or whatever, but for me, it's something that I wouldn't have mind picked up, especially for the price, and that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Double Pack. So this was still left over in the case after he picked out all the Pokemon Golds and stuff that were in there. For that one there, it was $5. So not too bad at all to pick up, you know, this title, a little bit of somebody's leftovers, but decent leftovers nonetheless. On this one here, I believe it's Battle Nexus or Battle Nexus 2, I'm not sure about that totally, but it has the TMNT game on it as well, which I believe I own both of those games, but now they're both on one cartridge. So look pretty amazing side scrollers on there, side scrolling beat 'em ups. You should check them out if you haven't already. So that's pretty cool right there. Next thing here is also from Value Village. This one was just over in the electronics section, and I've already opened the bag, so I was checking it, the controller or whatever, but for $3 I picked up a Wii Nunchuck, which I think is a pretty good deal. I'm always looking for these. Hard to sell off systems, you don't have all the accessories and whatnot, and Wii systems are a little bit challenging to put together just because they have so many different pieces that go along with them, you know, like the sensor bar, nunchuck, the remote, like it just goes on and on and on and on, like kind of stuff that you need for it. So always nice to pick up things like that, and you know, anything more than $3 I probably wouldn't pick one of these up, but you know, I picked this one up. So that's that one there. The next part all comes from a half price day from a Goodwill, which I think is really interesting because it's, I think they honestly have like schizophrenia as far as like picking out what kind of deals they have on. They went from, for the longest time, it was just like every Tuesday was half price media kind of thing, and that was for the longest time, and those were the glory days kind of thing. And then they kind of ditched that, and then they went with a variety of different ways of doing it. Like they had buy $40 worth of stuff and pay $30, and then they had it just went on and on and on. Different colored days, like different color tags mean that's the day that this thing's off, and it just went on and on and on basically. But this sort of seems to resemble like the back in the day style thing. So this was actually on a Tuesday, and it was half price media. I was able to pick up quite a number of items. When I first went in there, I didn't realize that it was half price for these things, so I went over, checked them out, and decided that I was going to leave them, and then came to the realization that it was actually half price day. So for half price, I figured why not. This part here though first wasn't half price, it's just the Pokedex for Pokemon Black and White versions. So pretty cool right there. I just picked that up. I'll bundle it with the games when I find them, and you know, move that on to somebody else because not really something of my interest, the Pokemon stuff, and this looks way too complicated for me to get into. Probably take me the rest of my life to figure all this out. So unfortunately the poster that's supposed to be in there does not appear to be in there, so somebody has taken that out, and this was used quite well. I mean, it's not like in horrible shape or anything like that, but you can definitely tell you know, it's been used quite a bit. So needless to say though, if you're looking for a guide, that's a pretty good handy one to come across. Moving along though, this is a store, this is all the half price stuff that I picked up. A few N64 titles, nothing, you know, totally epic or anything like that, but still for the price, like I said, I was willing to pick them up. So, and also the condition on these are absolutely immaculate. Really interesting because I don't know why they're in such great shape. I mean, obviously they ended up in a thrift shop, but like they look almost brand new. First one here is NCW NWO Revenge. For this one here, like all these other ones I'm about to show you, the N64 games, was $2.50 because originally it was $5, so got that for half price. Next one here is WrestleMania 2000, so that was also $2.50 as well. I was watching a video recently, I'm trying to remember which one it was, but somebody said that this was like the one to get kind of thing. I'm not totally certain about that because honestly this wrestling stuff is just for flips for me because I'm not gonna collect that many. I actually trimmed out, see back there, a lot of my N64 collection, so I'm only picking up like the absolute like mascot-y kind of stuff for it. So that's that. This one here is 1080 snowboarding, so pretty cool right there. Like I said before, $2.50, and again in perfect shape, so definitely worth it when it's in condition like that. It's always a fun series, NFL Blitz, so there's that one there. Got that for $2.50. And then the gem find, I say that sarcastically, is Superman for the N64, notoriously awful game. Basically, it's Superman going through rings, I think, and for the most part, from what I heard from this game, because of, you know, like DC protects its properties, there isn't a whole lot of like action in this game because I don't think like Superman can get beat up or whatever, like kind of thing. They really protected it back in the day, kind of thing. So that's that. But that was again $2.50. So I was gonna leave that gem behind, that's for sure. And then there's still more to come, actually. Pretty decent day for sure. Batman Returns for the Sega Genesis, which I already have in my collection, but there's no way that mine's in better shape than this because this is absolutely pristine. Even has like the whatever you call it, I don't know if it's holographic sticker right there, so it's like the original box and everything for it. It's in perfect shape. And the only thing is the manual's a little bit dog-eared, but it's not too bad. The cartridge is just immaculate. You can see the shine like on everything there. So that there probably will replace the copy that I have, which is always nice to pick up Genesis stuff. Found a few Genesis stuff recently, so that was kind of nice. And then a couple of PlayStation 1 games. The only reason why I picked these ones up is they're long boxes, and for some reason it's hard for me to turn down some long boxes, although I did leave a couple behind. One was the case was all beat up and missing the artwork and stuff like that, so I left it. And another one was just like a sports title I didn't have any interest in, so I left it behind for somebody else, and they were gone the next day, so somebody must have liked them. Anyways, here we go. First one here is NHL Face Off. Really nice shaped box for sure, and you know, considering the thing's age, it's pretty amazing. It's an absolutely like brand newish kind of condition. Even has like the foam piece in there and everything. I don't need to really go through the disc condition on it because I can tell you right now it's absolutely perfect, and so is the box and everything. So really happy about something that shiny, that's for sure. And then the next one here is Ridge Racer, and again, this is in, I don't think I've seen a case that's in quite as good a shape as this one. Again, the artwork's in beautiful, immaculate shape, just missing the foam piece or whatever in there as well. But a couple long box games, couldn't leave them behind for the price. These ones here were originally $6, so they were $3 each, just like the Batman Returns game. So that's that part of it. And then the last find's probably what I think is pretty cool anyways, because it's not a sports related type of title. This is a little bit of a platformer type of thing, so pretty cool right here. Picked up from Value Village today, Animaniacs. You can see the price right there. I paid for it, $15. Not too bad at all. This one here is kind of interesting. Yesterday I was trying to find, you know, cartoons for my son to watch or whatever, and for some reason in my head I picked out Pinky and the Brain, which only had like I think 4 seasons back in like 1995. I just remembered it from this TV show Animaniacs. Used to watch this a little bit. I wasn't like, you know, watching every single episode of it, but I always the best part of it was when Pinky and the Brain came on. And if you're not familiar with Pinky and the Brain, or you've forgotten about them, they're 2 mice. You can see them, they're on the back of the box here. That's Brain there, that's Pinky, and every episode started with Pinky, and I can't quote this directly, but he says, what are we gonna do tonight, Brain? And then Brain says, same thing we do every night, Pinky, try to take over the world. So Pinky and the Brain is something we were watching the afternoon before, and then the next day I found this Animaniacs at the Value Village. So pretty cool right there. The gameplay on it's pretty cool as well. Something they should check out. A Konami title, so you know, back when Konami was something that was respected, but that's that right there. You know, it was a rental copy. The worst part of it is the manual. It's in really beat up shape. It's barely holding itself together, like the staples are busted. I don't even know how it's actually held together right now, because it looks to me like the entire binding's completely shot on it, but you know, that's that right there. It's still in there nonetheless, and the cartridge is in there as well, and it's really pristinely clean, like a lot of the stuff that I found recently, which is kind of nice. Saves the cleanup time. Has a few stickers on it, but I should be able to get those off no problem. Kind of becoming a little bit of an expert at getting stickers off of things, so that's that right there. But again, for $15 I wasn't going to turn this down, and just so funny that, you know, it's just watching well, at least the spin-off show from Animaniacs back in the day. Just my son, you know, the other day. So that's pretty cool right there. That's everything I have to show you this time around. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you go check out those channels as well. Don't forget about that. I know this has been a little bit of a long pickups video here, but go check out those channels as well. Like I said, I'll put links down below. Really great YouTubers. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Feel free to thumbs up my video, comment down below, and I will see you all later.